Hello everyone, welcome to this new video. Today we're going to plan our lineup against our next opponents. So let's quickly have a look at who they are. Lokomotiv Giaqui will be our next opponent, and they are here. So apparently they scored a somewhat decent amount of goals, just like we did, but they've been conceding 12 goals so far, which is basically what we have been conceding, which I believe is somewhat good news if we consider that we have undergone we have conceded too many goals in one match in particular. So basically the values should be considered the same here. And as you know, we have some problems scoring, so this kind of defense could be good news for us, and this kind of firepower could be good news as well. So let's have a look at what they actually look like. Well, this is funny. They're not supposed to have very strong strikers, but apparently they do. What they're lacking a bit is finishing skills, and they play slightly defensive and short passing, which makes sense because this should allow their strikers to shoot from far from the goal, from far away from the goal. And these guys have very good long shot skills, so it does make sense. This guy, this manager knows what he's doing. So let's go ahead. 9.3 with 4 stars, not highly impressive. This one guy has very high crossing skills, but not impressive skills overall as well. 4.5 stars, 20.7, somewhat dangerous, and then 9.2 with 4 stars and low tackling, which is something we want to have a look at. Then 14.4 with 4 stars, 19.6 with 4 stars. Alright, that's a quite solid defender. Then 7.1 with 3.5 stars, and 4 stars with 11 routine. Well, of course, a massive goalkeeper, a very good one. So it's going to be hard to overcome this goalkeeper. The defense does not, and the defensive midfielder do not look highly impressive. The goalkeeper does, and the strikers do as well. So as I promised, we will be going careful, and there is one more thing I have to tell you about this. We went careful and rented a very good striker. And signed a very good striker. He's not on loan. Well, in this game we just cannot loan players. Let's have a look at the finances, because the problem is that we have went below our threshold of 1.3 billion here. So, and this is something. Oh no, actually this value should be lower. I don't know why the system does not show this. Let's update the page. There are probably some things missing. So as you can see, we are at 1.2 billion budget, which is not very high, and hopefully this will not mean that we are giving up to some money every week. As you can see, our passive interests of 5 million. Hopefully we will not go below that that limit. Well, we were supposed to transfer list one of our youngsters, but he has no bidders so far, which is no good news at all. We have spent 50 million for Scandal. Very good player, very high professionalism, but we'll see how to exploit his presence here. So the fact is that the opponents are, in my opinion, lower with skills nearly everywhere around here, so defense and midfield are beatable. These two strikers are very dangerous, and the goalkeeper is very strong. So what we want to do, given that we don't have an impressive defense, especially considering that we have conceded 2 goals out of the very first 2 shots during the last match, what we'll be doing is playing defensive, or probably even very defensive, thanks to our increased firepower. And so we'll go very defensive and we'll play direct balls. This is what I'd like to do. Also, I think because of this, we want to play central and try to exploit and try to avoid playing on the wings, where we would be stronger, in my opinion. But we want to exploit the weaknesses of this central defense and our higher both routine and skills. So let's go with Shuri. Finally he's back, which is very good news for us. So I think we should do it like so, probably playing Fabris instead of Fishnala, since he is very short and we do not want to risk anything. Well, provided the higher amount of skills of the opponents, we should probably go for Fishnala, but we'll be playing very defensive, so Fishnala would probably not be very helpful, since he's somewhat good at offensive skills. As you can see, he's got 17 with crossing and 10 with heading, so he's probably stronger attacking than defending, and we want to play defensive this time, so we'll go for somebody who's stronger with heading skills and with different skills than crossing. So let's go like this. So we'll add probably a little bit more quality to this half of the defense, so to the right half of the defense. Then we'll go with Briku, offensive midfielder. We'll have to play Yossa here. We should have one more striker here. It's not going to be Passeri, I'm afraid, so we'll go like this. We'll replace this striker with Scandalo. Alright, so, and I'm not sure, should we add one more defender or one more midfielder? Probably one more midfielder in order to have a more defensive lineup, and be careful, as I promised we would be. And so the midfielder, the selected midfielder, will probably be Palmisano, this way. I'm not sure, we might want to add one more defender, like Fishnala himself, but I'm not sure if it's a good idea. We want to score anyway, we want to win, so yeah, let's try this. So very attacking? No. Very defensive or defensive? What? I would go defensive. I mean, they've got 3 attacking players, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 defensive players +1. The opponents have got 2 strikers, 1 offensive midfielder, so let's say 3 attacking players +2, which means 5. We still have 6, and in my opinion this should be enough. Then attacking style, direct balls. Hopefully Jossa and Scandalo will be able to exploit this. Focus side, well, let's say balanced, you never know. And well, this order, we'll leave it here for the next matches. But well, very defensive could be an option nonetheless. But we have to set the replacements. So the subs. We want to play Passeri and Storari anyway, because we want to grow. We want them to grow as much routine as possible. So 85th minute. Score doesn't matter, and we'll replace Jossa with Passeri as striker. Then we will replace at the 85th minute again. This time it's going to be Scandalo with Storari as a striker. Okay. On top of that, we probably want some more players to add some routine. I'm not sure if we actually do. Probably login should be considered, but we don't really have any room for him. What's here? No, I'm afraid this time we don't have any room for these guys unless we want to. No, we should be replacing 2 midfielders with 2 wingers in order to have some more. No, it's gonna be fine this way, hopefully. And then Fischnaller instead of Fabrice. No, replacing Fabrice. No, I don't think it is the case. Not this time, at least. So I think this is it, guys. We'll go very defensive, playing direct balls onto these 3 players, and hopefully this will make us prevail. I really would like to obtain a victory this time. We really need it, and I believe we do have the skills to do so, because we have somewhat decent routine back here, and despite Solimo conceding 2 goals out of 2 shots during the last match, I think we should be able to prevent the opponents from shooting playing this way. So despite our defense being having lower skills than the opponent's strikers, the rest of the team is way better than theirs. Only question mark is about the goalkeeper, who's very strong. As you can see here, he's very strong. So guys, sorry for the long video, but today we really have to turn this league, turn this season around. We have to start making up some points. It's not going to be easy, of course, because this league is highly competitive. So I cannot guarantee we'll obtain anything good today, but we have to try it. So, and that said, I believe this will be all for today. Thank you again for watching. Just give any suggestions if you have any advice for this kind of lineup, and what would you do if you were in the coach's shoes. Thanks a lot again for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.